sensu beans, yeah, I need to regenerate. I'm about to go off like I'm the Avatar state, and I can say.
Do me a favor real quick. Open the fridge and pull out every ingredient you have to make a sandwich. Do it. So we got something pretty major for the plot of the next feature film of My Hero Academia. We've already seen the part of the trailer where we see a villain standing on top of the corpses of many important characters, and on top of the pile of characters is Uraraka. But now we have something more to it. In new footage, we see many pro heroes and other characters from the series. This movie is going to be jammed packed with character appearances. It's going to be like a ton of hero agencies working together because they're facing that high of a threat. And of course, this is on an international level. But what is that threat? Well, we know there is some sort of cult that obsesses with the idea of quirks. We've heard the leader of this cult say, quirks, are they blessed fortunes sent for mankind? So this is kind of maybe like an Illuminati type thing, or maybe some international cult, maybe on the internet. And they've most likely framed Deku for murdering people. We saw that in the last trailer. But we know this cult definitely has something related to either making more quirks or stopping quirks. But now we have the villain holding in his hands a book that reads QUIRK Doomsday Theory. This points to a negative view of quirks, not a positive view. So either this person wrote this book or some other person wrote this book, the person who started this cult, or perhaps this was created by somebody and other followers just created a cult out of that person's work. And it details some sort of likely plan to exterminate either quirks from people or people with quirks, because they believe quirks will bring about some sort of doomsday or end of the world. Most likely they are going to literally try to exterminate people, or in other words, kill people. And this is why we see the imagery of not just Class 1A, but Class 1B. So we see Class 1B characters like Tetsu literally dead alongside those Class 1A characters. Now, there are some people that take this as a spoiler for some reason. I would say not much of a thinking process goes on when it comes to making that conclusion. Yes, the movie is canon. If you hear anyone tell you otherwise, it's because, well, they just don't know what they're talking about. The idea of the movie being non-canon comes from the general assumption due to most anime movies not being canon, but for My Hero Academia, every movie so far, including this one, is canon. This is why they go out of their way to find portions of time from the manga where the movies would fit. But even though the movie is canon, it is highly unlikely that all of these characters actually die. Considering it takes place before the current chapters of the manga, and that this looks very clearly like some sort of vision that a character is having of a potential future, most likely Deku is having this vision. So there's that. Although, is it possible that these characters are actually going to die? Well, yeah, anything's possible, and you know, they could find some sort of way to make it make sense with the story. But again, highly unlikely. Although, can we see character deaths? Yeah, there's probably gonna be some people that die in this movie, but we'll have to wait and see. If you want to see the full breakdown of the trailer, check out the video right here on the channel. I would appreciate it if you have to like before you go. My name's Konjik, I love you, and I'll talk to you later.
And I can say that I'm great, yeah, I can say that I'm perfect. I ain't the one that was out here saving lives, I was purchased. Now we about to take you out if you try to act toxic. I'ma send you straight up to my main man, Konjik.